What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. And I know we are because we have some guests coming over.
Yes, ma'am. We'll let you guess in the comments. We'll let you guess, but...
Yeah, we're so excited. So hopefully this podcast is up early because last week we had technical difficulties. But yeah, guys, you guys are going to be seeing it in our stories later today. So guess for now and then let us know if you're right.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because like 95% of you guys aren't subscribed. What the heck? And I know you might support us and watch the podcast every week, but guess what? You might not even be subscribed. According to some subscribers that last week they were like, oh shit, I've watched all your videos and I wasn't subscribed. Come on.
And
hit the subscribe button.
So it's a free subscription.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get right into it. Happy mother freaking Friday. I feel like I can't cuss in this podcast. Have I cussed?
I don't think we've ever cussed on this podcast. Yeah. Oh, you literally say skank and...
But that's not a cuss word. That's like a bad word, but it's not a cuss word. Oh. Anyways, guys, today I woke up and I told Blanca, I told her like a few hours ago, I was like, I'm praying on the downfall of people that can have a fast metabolism and cannot gain weight to save their life. Because it's not fair, guys. It's not fair, babe. In the comments, please, people that have lost serious weight, give me down below your best and like most efficient trick you have up your sleeve. Guys, I just can't, huh, babe?
Babe, it's because you don't follow. Like, you ask for advice, but you don't take it.
I do.
The advice that even Lily has given you is you have to eat.
I can't do eat.
No, you
I've
don't
been eating
snack.
more.
You've been trying to eat more, but really, you used to eat one meal a day.
It's because I'm looking for someone out there to
have
have, like, a badass secret, you know?
There's like, no secret. This. And you know why I follow Cristal? If you guys follow Cristal, Diaz Tapia on Instagram, she's the owner of Cristal Cosmetics. She literally gets so many comments asking her, what's the secret recipe? What is the secret that you use to? And she literally says, she's like, I don't want to be mean, but there is no secret. The only secret is that you have to have discipline and that you have to eat right.
Babe,
That's
I do.
You don't, babe. You don't
Babe,
eat.
I eat healthy. To start off with.
Okay.
I work out,
yes,
second
babe,
of all. And I take my vitamins and supplements.
You eat healthy when you eat, which is probably like twice a day. You don't snack and you wait until you're like starving and in a bad mood to eat. So no te cae bien la comida, first of all.
No, I know one of our subscribers is going to have a badass secret out there. They're going to be like, Jonathan, do this and you're going to be skinny. But honestly, guys, I just envy the people that can eat 5 bags of hot Cheetos, a Diet Coke, and still be skinny. Like God really picked your favorites on that, I think.
They might be skinny, but they're not healthy. So.
Oh, I'd rather be skinny than I don't care.
Well, yeah, guys, we woke up this morning and we both, more Jonathan, he was like, I do not feel like going today. And I was like, okay, like, should we just take a rest day? And then he's like, no, frick it, let's go. And then when we got to the gym, I was like, oh, I really don't feel like doing this today. But you know what? We got a quick, 45-minute workout in. Nothing crazy. Not our usual routine. So I'm glad we did that because as everyone says, you're not going to be mad that you went. Mm-hmm. You're going to be mad that you didn't go.
Yeah, I guess.
So I guess we started our day off a little bit right. And hopefully we go tomorrow because, as I said, today, Friday, we have guests coming in early. And I don't know, maybe we'll let them sleep in and we'll go get a workout or invite them.
Nah, these people don't sleep in. Well, one of them doesn't. I know that for a fact. No matter he or she stays up late at night, they're always up early in the morning. So.
Yeah, hopefully they want to go get a workout with us or something.
Yeah, guys. Anyways, this weekend we're doing something we've never done before. Babe, do you want to tell them?
Yes, we are having, drum roll please, babe, editor. We are having a moving sale. You guys heard it right. We are moving, but... Well, there's no but. That's literally what's happening. So we're moving, and what we're trying to do is get rid of everything that we own, like literally sell everything, because I was thinking about this morning. I was like, I really want to be a minimalist now. Like, I am trying to have our living space be just like what we need and not like excessive things like that freaking cuadro.
That's nice. Don't come for my coyote or wolf.
I'm just trying to go minimalist because I feel like the more clutter you have, the more like agitado, like the more stressed you are, you
Yeah.
know. It like makes your mental health. It just everything like the space that you're in affects
How
everything.
long did it take you to listen to me?
Literally till today in the morning when I
No,
realized.
I've been a minimalist for my whole life. But you're like, babe, we need this, we need this, we need that. Blah, blah, blah."
Yeah,
Now
so
look at our garage.
I know it's a mess. So basically on Saturday tomorrow, so you're watching it today. So Saturday, June 25th, right?
Fifth.
At 8 a.m. until whenever we want to go finish our moving sale, we are going to hold a moving sale and we are going to put our address out there for everyone that wants to come.
Yeah, guys, a lot of people like on our last video, they commented on J&J. It's like, oh, I can see your plates. Like, guys, I know that. Like, I edit the video. Like, I know my plate is on there. It's not an accident. One, we really don't care anymore. Like, we've never had a bad incident. It's not like I'm waiting for something to happen, but, you know, I think we're pretty safe here. And two, we're moving, so it's not like it matters anymore. And three, we're going to tell you eventually because we're doing this moving sale. So we want as many of you to come. Freaking, if you're in Houston right now, get a plane because this moving sale is going to be the best moving sale of your whole entire life. But con decirte that you might even find the love of your life here for cheap.
Anyways, yeah, guys. So Saturday, June 25th at 8 a.m. sharp, we are going to start the moving sale. So we are going to literally sell the couch that we're sitting on, the little couches we have. We're going to sell everything, huh, babe?
Everything. I don't want nothing anymore,
I don't
guys.
want anything either.
Ozo and chai. It's gonna be buy one get two. So first come first serve for Ozo and chai.
Yeah, so we're gonna be selling everything. I have gotten a lot of questions like, "Oh, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Girl, you could just come get it because I'm tired. We're selling every single thing, and I think you guys are more stuck in the what the heck you're moving. Do you want to tell them why we're moving?"
Yeah, guys. Unfortunately, our owner, our landlord is selling this house. Obviously, right now is the hottest, best opportunity to sell houses right now.
Yep.
So we don't blame him. You know, go get that bag, sis. So he's gonna sell this house. We do have a lot of emotional connection to this house, but apparently not enough to buy it because he did give us the option that if we want to buy it we can, but Blanca doesn't really see herself or like this house enough to buy it. So we're gonna be moving so he can do his thing.
Yeah, and although when we first moved in, I did see it as a long-term rental. I did see us living here for, as long as we could before buying a house. When the opportunity came up that he's like, well, do you guys want to buy it? Like, you're first in line. And Jonathan told me like, oh, we could do this and that and that. I was like, I truthfully don't see myself here. And like this space doesn't motivate me enough to stay.
Yeah.
You know? And I've always been a fan of like a big change. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love big changes. I feel like even Jonathan said, he's like, you know what, like maybe this is happening for a reason. Maybe this chapter is ready to be closed and we're ready to start on the other one, which is sad because we literally had two puppies here. We had our 8 grandchildren here. We had Franco here. Like, there's so many emotional connection into this house. We just poured everything and like grew a lot in here. So it's a little bit sad. But I think we're both ready to like move to a bigger,
well, I'm
not
not
a bigger,
really
but
ready.
like
I
you're
love
ready?
this neighborhood. I love the neighbors.
Yes,
I love the area.
neighborhood, the yard.
But I am like excited about a new house. Like it's gonna be cool, you know.
Yeah, I feel like that's cool because si Dios quiere, this next house that we rent will probably be a 1-year lease and then we're ready to buy a house, hopefully.
Yeah, guys, I think we're like a year out from actually purchasing the house, just because of little hiccups here and there. But we're ready, and we'll be ready in a year, and that's gonna be exciting. So.
Yeah, it's so funny. I get so many messages like, girl, why haven't you bought a house? Why haven't you done this and that? I'm like, you guys think that we're just sitting here like we don't want to buy a house.
Yeah.
It's not. It's more, there's a lot that goes into buying a house, especially because I'm like kind of no soy muy especial, but I do like, I wouldn't just move in or buy just any house.
Yeah.
You know, like I do have a vision and I want to live somewhere where I like it. So yeah, it's been a little bit hard on that sense, but hopefully our next house is cool and a vibe.
Yeah, we're not really, Blanca and I aren't really like the real estate gurus that like, we can buy this property and then 2 years flip it and move. And we kind of want our first house to really be like a heavy hitter, like our dream home for
like
at least
5
15 to 20 years,
Oh,
you know?
shit.
5?
I was like gonna say 5 to 10.
Damn, babe. No, tampoco te pases.
Well, yeah, and I think the other side of that is, ever since we had Franco, like, it's a little bit more, we need to accommodate to him. Like, we don't want him to be like moving, and because like that does a lot on people's like mental health, and it stresses a lot of people out. And it literally, if Ozo threw up the day that we moved into this house, like,
really?
from how stressed, you don't remember? From how stressed he was, because he did not know what the heck was going on. I was like, imagine a little kid, it's a little bit different. So hopefully this is the only move we do for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then buy our house.
For 1 year.
For 1 year, not a couple. Well, si Dios quiere. Or maybe shorter.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe shorter.
Yeah.
Well, we are signing a 1 year lease, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. So, and then that's another reason why I want to be more minimalist, because when we do buy our house, I don't want it to be this whole like,
I feel cluttered.
Dreadful moving process, because we have a lot of crap. So yeah, that's why everything's gotta go, girl. Even Courtney. Just kidding.
Anyways, guys, by now I should have put the address like in the text box, like when we said it, but I'm gonna say it here. So get a pen out, get a notebook, take out your notes on your iPhone, pull over on the highway, write this down. 2219 Sherman Street, Longmont, Colorado, 80501. And not only are you going to come to a moving cell, not only are you going to meet us, not only are you going to meet Franco, please don't touch him. Not only are you going to meet Ozo and Chai, you're also going to meet our influencer friends that are going to come out of state. So you don't know who it might be. It might be your favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, so you guys are more than welcome to come by, shop a little bit. We're not only gonna have huge like furniture stuff, we're also gonna have some clothes, some just anything really that I think is in a good condition to be sold. So that's gonna be out there for you guys, and yeah, just stop by, say hi, bring us some Starbucks if you want. Just kidding.
Yeah, no. Then we're gonna end up with like 10 Starbucks drinks.
But yeah, I hope you guys can make it out. Obviously, the people that live here in Colorado, Denver, Boulder, the surrounding areas, it would be so cool. Like, it's gonna kind of be like a meet and greet.
But you have to buy your stuff. Just kidding.
Just kidding. But yeah, guys, let your friends and family know if someone's moving, if someone just recently moved. Let them know that we're having a moving sale and selling furniture para que se vengan. Yeah,
guys, we're gonna have a lot of actually like obviously used stuff. But even though it's like used, it's really new. Like we just got this comedor not too long ago, and Blanca already doesn't like it or wants to sell it.
We got it in December, babe.
Yeah, but like used actually. Like how many times have we sat there and ate?
I know.
Like 5 times.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that's gonna be like that's brand spanking new in my opinion. And then a whole bunch of other things.
Stools, just everything. Everything's gonna go into
clothes.
The selling. So hopefully, by the end of Saturday, we don't have many things left.
Guys, and let me tell you something. I've been told this before. I am the worst negotiator in the world. If something's $20 and you say 10, I'll be like 5, take it. You know?
Oh my God.
I've been told before, like when I went to this convention and I bought a knife, the total was like, the guy was like, I think it's 92. And then I was like, just make it 100. And then he's like, you're literally the worst negotiator ever. Like, I was like, no, it's just I like to support, So it's like, and I like even numbers. I hate like odd numbers, So I'll be like, yeah, take it, 10, whatever. So literally, you could leave out of here with basically robbing me.
Well, how do you say that? I want to pick your brain.
Okay, pick my brain.
About the comments that we got on the last podcast.
Okay, thank you for the support on the last podcast, guys. You guys really liked it.
I honestly thought that he was gonna get canceled, but everyone took in your Johnny personality, which was amazing.
They accepted the honesty behind it.
Because that's literally how a lot of people were commenting. My husband is literally how he was answering. I was like, oh my God.
That sucks.
I know. But yeah, so you guys accepted Johnny, which is Jonathan's toxic alter ego, the one that has been hidden away for a couple of years. But there was this one comment that kept being commented, and it stood out. And it was so funny because I was going through the comments yesterday, and I saw that you just liked them and never commented back.
What?
The comments.
No, I think I said we'll talk about that next podcast.
Oh,
to
you
one.
did?
Yeah.
To one, but to the rest, I was like,
oh well, if I already said it once, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. So basically, if you guys didn't listen to the last podcast, podcast. Go listen to it because it's funny. But I asked Jonathan, do you think you can turn a hoe into a housewife? And he said, no, you can't. Maybe
you can't. You can't.
Maybe you can change her for 10 to 15 years, but she's gonna cheat or she's gonna want to be free, whatever.
Okay.
But then you guys also put the point where it's like, how are you gonna say that you can't do that? But you literally said that a guy can change if he wants to. So I want to see what your take on this is, babe, because I was a little curious.
Listen, girls. I'm not gonna get hate for this, but it's one of those like when no te dicen la verdad and it kind of hurts. And I heard the saying the other day. And let me say it first, and then I'll tie it to what that is. When a man becomes rich, he right away thinks about taking care of his family, spoiling his girl, like giving those around him, right? When he gets rich, like giving it to his girl, like giving it to his queen. When a girl makes a lot of money, all of a sudden, or whatever the case may be, they luego do it themselves, independent, and already think about how to leave the man. And that's true. I think that's very true. Like when a girl makes money, and you see it in today's society, I think that's a very stereotypical thing I just said. But for the most part, when a girl starts making money, a lot of money, it's like, I'm that bitch. You know, we've all heard it. You know, I'm a boss ass bitch. I don't need no man. Self-made, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go buy that purse and fuck man, you know? And then when men make a lot of money, they're like, oh, I'm going to take, not for the most part, okay? I know what you guys are thinking, not for the most part. But I'm saying, you know, oh, I'm going to take my girl on this dinner, blah, blah, blah. Like, mi primer chequecito, I'm going to go take my girl, or I'm going to go, you know, spend it on her. You know, that's the mentality.
On average.
Yeah, what a good guy does.
Yeah, but, like, I know we're already going to get a lot of comments like, oh, but I would think about my family first. No, we're talking about, like, the average. Just you two,
not like if you have kids, because that's different.
Yeah, but we're talking about, like, the average, like, overall society. Yeah. We're not targeting it at anybody, but si se oye. That's how
si
it is.
Se oye más eso. So, tying that to, like, you can't change a hoe, it's like, that girl... If that girl receives that hoe girl, right, that we were taking into consideration, if that hoe girl gets that attention from men at work, gets that attention from men at the gym, gets that money appeal or whatever from other men, then she's most likely going to cheat and bend again, you know? But if a man is making his own money and is successful and has his queen by his side, then women hoes don't really seem as appealing anymore because the money, like, they have it. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Yeah. Whereas the girl, if they have a lot of money, a cute guy with abs comes up to them at the gym. It's like, I'm that bitch. Like, you know, fuck it. Like, why do I need a man type mentality? And I know it's probably not even like a 90 to 10%. Like, I'm probably talking like 60 to 40. I'm not saying that happens every time, but I feel like women, for the most part, and from what's like social media has shown us, that's what the mentality is. So it's like it's like, can a man change? I feel like men can, and this is not the case for all of them, obviously. There's still men out there that, you know, will always be players, will always be hoes, you know?
Yeah,
but on average. But I feel like once a guy finds the right woman and is making his bread, it's like, it's a no-brainer. I se va a quedar. And we see it with a lot of like CEOs and stuff and athletes like Steph Curry, Cristiano Ronaldo, all these guys that are making money, they find their true love and ahí se quedan. Yeah. You see, now look at the women equivalent to them. Nicki Minaj has a husband every year. Blah, blah, blah has a husband every year. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah. And I also think it's because, as we said, like, also in the last podcast, we're like, esta no se hacen. And basically, I'm trying to tie it in because when you guys are easily, not manipulated, but you can change. Like, women can train you to be a certain type of man. And I think when a woman, like, decides to be something, that's what they're going to be. So I think that's what I'm trying to tie it into it. Like, if you are 15 years into a relationship and you're probably making a lot of money and your guy is like really, like, he gave you the ick or something, you're going to be like, no, well, I deserve better. Or I'm going to be free and I'm going to be myself. So I understand where you're coming from because that's basically, it's not so stereotypical, but it is what the average person is doing right now.
And I know a lot of you girls might even comment like, that's not me, I don't know where you're getting this from, but that is the stereotypical. Okay, I'm not talking about you, Brianna, in specific that you're gonna comment, you know, I'm just talking about the stereotypical, and unfortunately that's how women and men have made it seem in today's age.
So I just wanted to pick your brain and see where you were coming from that perspective, because as a lot of people didn't see that or hear that in that podcast, I was like, I don't know why I didn't think about it about asking you why you thought
Yeah.
that way.
And it was a good question.
Yeah.
But then I think that's my first response that came straight to my head. That analogy
Yeah.
where women leave when they become that boss bitch and men get a sum of money and it's like trying to take care of, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, I hope you guys like that explanation, or that it kind of gave you some peace of mind
Because
to
I
see
feel
where she
like
was coming from.
and I'm gonna use us for example, right? Like I don't know if that's okay, but you tell me if I'm going too much, right?
Me cancel him right
No,
now.
but like before you were making good money and like a lot of money or whatever, you were more receptive to me being a jerk,
When
right?
I was a Dairy Queen.
Like when you worked at Dairy Queen
Yeah.
or the woman clinic, you would kind of put up with my shit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was making money and I never made you feel like sure I was a dick to you and I was mean, but I never threw money in your face, like ever. I never said like I always buy the dates, I always do this, you know? And then boom, YouTube happened and everything, and that YouTube money started kicking in and you became less and less patient with my bullshit.
Yeah.
You know?
I
You
would
became
say,
more and more, I'm that bitch, blah blah blah. And then I was like, okay, like, you know?
yeah, I guess I would say, Jonah.
No, that's fine.
So I would say that when that happened, it was more so, oh yeah, like I'm an independent, self-made queen, but also it was more of a, I'm respecting myself more, because I do think when I was working at Dairy Queen, I was like, my self confidence was like not there.
Yeah.
I wasn't making that much money. Like I don't know. You're right. Like what you're trying to say, your point of view, it does make sense.
Yeah, and as opposed to like me, if we flipped it and say I was making no money and you were making money, all of a sudden I graduate college, I'm an engineer, and I start making all this bank, I don't think personally I would have changed in that sense towards you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a man wouldn't have been like, you know, I'm gonna go and look for a woman equally as rich as me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's not
Yeah,
saying
but
that
it's
you
also
did,
because
but
I think a lot of men have that like installed in their brain. They want to be the caretakers.
Yeah.
So obviously, when the huge sum amount of money comes into your bank account, the first thing you want to do is take care of the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it could, like you said, maybe not for everyone, but for most women, when you get a large amount of money, you're gonna take care of yourself. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand where that's coming from, but that's true, and I guess.
Yeah. Fuck me, right?
I hope we don't get canceled.
No,
Just kidding.
but yeah, it's like we're just being like raw and honest with you guys. Like
We're
it's
just
little
sharing our
things that
thoughts,
happen.
basically.
Yeah, we're just sharing our thoughts. You're
Yeah,
gonna
we're not
cancel me for
saying-
what I'm thinking.
We're not saying it's right or wrong. It's just
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
And in the
put it.
comments, like again, I like when you guys interact. You know, comment down below. Be like, you kind of right, Jonathan, or like, nah, you kind of missed it, bro. Like that has nothing to do with whatever. You know, Ozo, go, but come on, we're in the podcast. You already know what's going on. He never sniffs or licks the computer, but all of a sudden, oh, thanks. If he gets up, baby, he's gonna pull the whole thing with him.
Don't let him get up.
Anyways,
That was a good one. I like when you guys put those comments, because then I was thinking, I was like, why didn't I ask him that in that podcast? But I also think in the back of my head I knew your explanation, so I was like, oh, I don't
yeah,
have
and
to
I
ask
feel
him.
like yeah, like whatever I said, don't take to heart, because there were some guys in the comments that disagreed with me.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, bro, you're being too nice because it's your spouse, so you're being biased. I don't like fucking saggy titties. Like, I like them firm or whatever. Some guy said, and I was like, damn, bro, like, you don't have to be that harsh, but it's, you know, now don't be like, oh, Jonathan made me feel so good, like my saggy titties, you know, and then there's like half the other guys are like, you know, so it's like, do you at the end of the day, you know, make yourself feel loved, but just know that what I said isn't for everyone, you know?
Yeah, and also it just comes down to, if you're dating someone, you have to just put all your cards on the table, because like we always say, you only live once. You don't want to be with someone that doesn't like saggy titties and only likes put like your boobs when they're in a push-up bra, when you can go and find yourself a Jonathan that doesn't care about saggy titties, that knows a push-up bra is gonna fix it, you know? So yeah, just put all your cards on the table, girls and guys, if you're listening to the podcast. And you know, if you don't like something, like, you have to meet your standards. So don't feel bad for not liking something that maybe your friend does like. So
yeah, definitely.
se oye menos, I think, right?
What?
That like a hoe into a housewife, because usually we're not even like trying to degrade anybody, but it's just like a hoe never gets cold, you know? Like, people kind of use it as a like hyping me up, but it's true. Like, sometimes you just want to be a free spirit, no commitment, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, I was like, it's not common, and it's more common to be like, oh, this guy was so toxic and then he changed for his wife.
Yeah, that's a little bit more common.
And another common thing is, oh, this guy's so toxic and he's 40 and he's never gonna change. so,
Yeah.
so I feel bad for all the girls that were like, oh, my husband's literally what Johnny's thinking right now. I was like, fudge, like husband, that's tough.
Yeah, I feel like we all have an ego self. Like, do I sometimes want to think like old Johnny? Of course, but I just don't let it get to me anymore, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's the Gemini in me because I do have like three voices talking at the same time in my head. And you just got to let it, like, one voice beat the other, you know?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Like at the gym today, I used to have that voice where it's like, no, like procrastination's fine, like you don't have to go, blah, you're always gonna be fat, blah blah blah. And this other voice has gotten stronger where it's like, stop being a fucking bitch, you know, like tell that voice, get up, do it, just do the cardio, you know. And it's just getting stronger and stronger. But it's literally, baby, it's like two people fighting in my head. It's
you don't
weird.
have like a nice voice in there, like if you go to the gym, you're gonna feel better.
No.
Like you just have a stop being a fat bitch.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
the only
God.
voice in there.
Guys, we were
I like
talking
it.
about this the other day because we were like on our way somewhere, and Jonathan's like, babe, seriously, from the minute we left the house to the minute we got right here, I thought about 10,000 different scenarios
Yeah.
and like 10,000 different business ventures. He's like, what did you think about? And I was like, I literally
Guys, I'm
thought about
convinced that
nothing.
there's two types of people in this world. And I don't know if I'm not using the correct term. I apologize. ADHD. What's another thing?
I don't know, babe.
I'm convinced that, and I've learned this because I saw a TikTok, not everyone has voices in their head and is constantly thinking. And I proved that with Blanca. I was like, babe, when you go get a gallon of milk inside King Soopers, do you run the whole process of going and getting the milk, paying with the scenarios that could happen, the things you could do with the carton of milk before then and then, what you're gonna do after with the milk? If you're making muffins, are the muffins gonna come out good, or is someone gonna not like them? Does that happen in your head before you go and buy a carton of milk? She's
Hell
like,
no.
no. I literally walk like a zombie to the refrigerator, think about opening the fridge, think about taking the milk out, and then just leaving. I was like. And that day, I thought about, we went about like a mile from the house. And I thought about, I'll tell you guys right now, even though this is like a little bit of a juicy hidden, you know, I talked to Mando about this the other day. I want to do like a meet and greet, but like to help the environment. I want to do like cleaning a beach, cleaning a park with our subscribers, you know, like they all come and you guys meet us, but at the same time, we do something positive for the environment. And I thought about that in all kinds of scenarios. A mile into our drive from the house, and I was like, this is what I thought about, babe. What did you think about? And she's like, no, nothing. Like nothing. I was like, so you just stare out the
I
window?
was just literally staring at Franco the entire time, and I was not thinking about a single thing.
And then I was like, that must be nice. So obviously the government is hearing us. So I started getting a lot of TikToks regarding ADHD and voices in your head. And I guess there is medication that you can take. And then people that have taken it, everything goes quiet, you know, quiet for the first time. And some say that it's very peaceful and they love it. And it's like, wow, this is what the majority of the world hears and feels like. There's no noises. Everything's peaceful. And then the other half that took it were very scared because they kind of like missed those voices. It's like it was too quiet for them, you know. It got scary because it felt like they were in an abyss of nothingness, you know. So I was like, man, I really want to take that medication and see what I feel. Because it is exhausting, guys. It is exhausting, especially when you're young and you're in a toxic relationship. I told Blanca, I was like, that's the majority of our problems came from, was overthinking. Oh, Blanca did this with her exes. Oh, Blanca did this when she was younger. And it's like shit that doesn't even matter and I can't even control. But I was constantly overthinking it. And now, thanks to therapy and stuff, I don't overthink. It's just not worth it. But I do. Let me know if you've taken that medication. I'm saying if it's worth it or if it has negative side effects, because everything has negative side effects, you know.
Yeah, and well, you can get addicted to so many things now too.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit scary, but yeah, I thought that was crazy to hear because I was literally not thinking about anything. I was like, then I don't know, or I can't even imagine what it feels like to have voices in your head 24/7, or your thoughts running a mile every single time.
And
you're
that's
up.
why when when I used to take edibles or smoke here and there, it wouldn't take the voices away or the thoughts, but it would definitely make them more positive, you know?
Mm.
So I would see something or experience something, and instead of getting mad or anxious, it would just turn it into a positive experience. Like mentally, emotionally, but even physically. Remember I told you my back really hurt? And
Mm-hmm.
whenever I would take an edible, like
It
that
would.
pain would turn into like feeling good.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, but yeah, I recommend you guys try natural remedies first if you have that, but obviously you got to do what you got to do cuz it is exhausting, guys. Like I envied Blanca. I was like, There's no way in heck you don't hear or feel this constantly." Like I feel like that's so calming, you know?
It's calming. Oh, like
Like
my
to
brain.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
to have that.
Yeah, but imagine if we both were like that, then
We would get nowhere
we,
with like
we would literally be miserable together
yeah.
because an overthinker and an overthinker does
Or like
not.
we both were chill.
Well, I think if we both were chill, we would just go with the flow.
Yeah. I think that would be better.
Not really, because like I'm so chill that I'm not aware of my surroundings. Like I literally, like you say, I just think about going and getting the milk. I don't think about what am I gonna do if there's a shooter? Where are the exits? Where, like, you
Yeah,
remember when
like
you told me, you're like, as soon as I walk into King Supers, I'm like, okay, where are my exits? Where am I gonna leave if there's a shooter? And I'm like, holy shit, like I've never thought about that. But good thing that you think
yeah.
about it, because while I'm over here in La La Land not thinking, you're over here already prepared, which is so exhausting, but in a way, like, kind
Like
of
to the
good,
point
you
where
know?
when we eat in a restaurant, like I have to be facing the door, like when we eat and stuff, like just little things like that. But let us know in the comments if any of you guys are like that. I
Yeah.
think for the most part, I think it like drives me to become more, but at the same time, it is exhausting because it's like I have to retire my parents by the age of this, blah blah blah. Like I told my tattoo artist, like I'm only 23, but I need to retire my parents. I need to have a Lamborghini. I need to have a huge house. And but the 23-year-old next to me is just thinking about smoking hookah this weekend, you know, like getting lit with their
Going to
friends,
the
and it's like,
club.
I don't blame that person, but at the same time, I'm jealous of that. Like
Yeah.
you don't have that worry. You're just living life, you know?
Mhm.
Fuck it, whatever happens.
Yeah, that is definitely exhausting thinking about it, but it's like you say, a lot of people keep, I feel like I see this a lot on Facebook and stuff. It's like you're literally only 23. Like you have your whole life to
Yeah.
like be successful, to do this and do that. Like I don't know why we're in such a rush, but I think that like in our generation now, you just see self-made business entrepreneurs that are like retiring, getting Lamborghinis and all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're probably growing too fast and we're thinking too quick about things, but it's just how
Keep
it is
talking. I'm
now.
gonna find this TikTok that worded it perfectly. I liked it the other day.
You have to start sending the TikToks to yourself so you can save them.
Look, I read this. It's like, you know what your problem is? And I feel like a lot of people, I'm saying this not for myself, but if you're feeling like this, it's okay. You know what your problem is? You're smart. Too smart, in fact. You overthink because your mind moves a million miles a minute. You're sad because you're not fooled by the world like everyone else. You don't get along with most people because you just don't see things the way you do. You think you're dumb because you're smart enough to know you don't know everything. You snapped and started it to only focus on yourself because they all came and left. Sometimes you forget you can do whatever the fuck you want in this life. Your problem is you're too smart, and that is not a problem at all.
Damn, that's so true.
And I was like, that made me feel like exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Like I've told Blanca and my friends before that I was like, I hate that sometimes. Not that I'm too smart in a like booky way or like that, but I just like I see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like at Gabby's party when I told Blanca, I was like kind of like tipsy and I was just floating in the floaty like in the middle of the pool, and there was like so many groups all talking, and I told her that I noticed like 30 things going on at once, and I told her, I was like, babe, did you like this? I was like, this isn't okay, blah blah blah. This is what's super funny, blah blah. She's like, you saw all that while you were floating? I was like, yeah, like I wish I didn't pay attention, like this.
Yeah,
around
you're
my
an
surroundings.
observer for sure.
Yeah.
Like you're always aware of your surroundings. You're always aware of what's going on around you. And I think that is so exhausting, but also like kind of cool,
Yeah.
But yeah, like for me, I was floating around literally thinking about nothing. Thinking about how drunk I was in the pool.
Must be not. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, guys, that is so, I don't know. Let us know what type you are, whether you're the
Yeah.
one that overthinks or the one that literally lives in La La Land. Jonathan has to, every time we're at the store, he's like, watch out, what, look, and like he's always like telling me to,
Oh
like,
my god, guys. Please someone out there relate to me with this. We're walking, but Blanca just what? I don't know, babe. What do you think you are?
I don't.
You think you're a bumper car, you're invincible and no one's going to hit you? And the other day I told her, where were we? That
Safeway, no? I mean, King's.
it was like my last straw, guys. Someone was about to hit her, or she was about to hit someone, and I grabbed her. I was like, babe, pay attention to where you're walking, because you don't get it. If you bump into someone else and they're trying to fight you, and then their man tries to fight me, you're putting me in this fight that I don't even want to fight, but I have to defend you because you're my wife. And she's like, what? I was like, babe, you don't understand. Like, Blanca will literally be walking backwards and all of a sudden whip it around and turn around, like, not even, like, without even trying to see what's behind her. I'm like, but you don't know how many times we're walking in a store and I have to grab her.
But I literally, like, my mind is always blank. Like, I'm not aware of my surroundings. Like, I'm walking around and I'm not looking to see who's next to me, who's behind me. Am I going to hit someone? I'm really not. That's scary.
Why though?
I don't know. I've always been like that. Like, before, when I used to go to the store by myself, like, my mom will ve a comprar tortillas. Like, I would just bump into people, and I would just say sorry.
And I think it's like such a trauma or childhood thing how you grow up.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's why I've never liked going to flea markets, crowded spaces, what's that? Los callejones, because now it's with you, right? Taking care of you, and so you don't crash, or seeing that guys don't, try to touch you and stuff. But when I was little, going to the flea market with my parents is like the same thing. A lot of people. My mom's like, "Cuídame la bolsa, voy a entrar," and I'm like, fuck, like, anyone come around this bag, I'm gonna fuck them up. But I'm like 6 years old, and it's like, fuck, like, I just rather not be put in that predicament,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm kind of a child in that sense. Like, you do have to be taking care of me.
Yeah.
That sucks. But I don't notice it until I'm in the position where you're yelling at me, and I'm like, I literally, like, I don't, like, I feel like you think I do it on purpose.
I feel like you think you're like the main character.
I am the main character.
But you're just like, I'm just gonna crash today. Like, it's fun. I'm like, what the heck, dude?
I do just be bumping into people.
But you are a safe driver,
and for me,
though.
it's easier to say sorry than to, like,
Get out the way.
yeah. But, like, it's because I don't think about it until, like, it's about to happen. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I'm like, fuck it. Just bump
Next time,
into
I
it.
think I'm gonna do an experiment. Just not do it. Just let you crash.
You're just gonna see me live my regular life.
Yeah.
Oh
I think I'm gonna
God.
do that.
That's so sad.
Now that
Yeah,
you say
stop
that,
worrying about me, babe. Just let me bump
I'm
into
just gonna
people.
live my life and just crash with you.
No, because last time that happened at Fuzzy's, remember?
Oh yeah.
You
What did I
bumped
say?
into a lady. You're like, oh, sorry. And then she was like, and then she, like, yelled at her man, like, something. I forgot his name.
But I talked back to her, right? What did I say?
No, nothing. You just laughed, and then it made her more mad.
I thought I laughed and said, "Go, Carl. Go, call Carl." Didn't I say that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because she's like, "Carl,"
Oh,
or Bob, and I was like, "Go, call Carl." And then I walked away and I was like, "See what happens." Fuck, but yeah.
Not at Fuzzy's, babe. On the Tuesday night.
Our first night out without Franco.
Oh, that was too funny. But yeah, guys, please let us know in the comments if you are type Jonathan or type Blanca that just is always in.
I think a lot of people are gonna relate and be like, "Oh, my husband's like this," or "Oh
Yeah.
my God, my husband's totally like Blanca." Or like,
Yeah.
you know.
That's so crazy. Like, it's just crazy to think about. Like, what is Franco gonna be? Half and half? Or
Oh my God.
Pobrecito.
I hope he comes out. I don't know. I think my being like me has its perks. Like, I'm not emotionally sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you are more emotionally I'm like stronger more mentally. It helps me be stronger. And then, but because I also don't want him, every little thing in this harsh world to affect him,
Yeah.
I want him to be strong. But at the same time, I don't want him to have all the bullshit that I have,
Yeah.
I'd rather him be happy and chill and just worry about.
Quien sabe. We'll see how he turns out. That's crazy to think about. Like, raising a whole ass child and not knowing if you're gonna be good or not. The other day I was getting my hair cut, and the girl was telling me, because she's like, oh, like, you're gonna love having a son, blah blah. And she's like, except mine right now, like, he's in middle school and like he's becoming a liar. And she's like, I don't know, like, it's getting really hard for me to deal with it because I'll like catch him doing something and he'll be like, I didn't do that. And she's like, I saw you do it. And she's like, I didn't do it. So she's like, it's to that point, like, I don't know what to do because it pisses me off that he's lying in my face when I saw him doing the act, but I can't get him to say the truth.
I would just start lying too with him. I'll like grab his phone and smash it with the hammer and be like, I didn't do it. I literally don't know what happened. I think there's leprechauns in the house. And then he'll be like, Mom, like, I like, who else
I
is gonna
guess
have a
that's
hammer?
reverse psychology. Huh?
And then be like, no, like seriously, John Franco, like I did not smash your phone. I don't know what happened. And then he comes home and there's shit on the bed, on his bed. Oh my God, Franco, you think I would shit on your bed? You think Ozo would shit on your bed? I don't know how that. And then to the point where like he's just like, fuck, like if I lie one more time, it's just gonna even be worse, you know?
Yeah.
That's
so
my
funny.
solution without physical interaction.
Before getting into an altercation with your son. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, like you really don't know what you're gonna get hit with when they're teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna be liars? Are they gonna be? I don't know. I'm nervous.
And it's like parenting doesn't even matter nowadays.
No, it doesn't.
Because you have such good parents and then their kid comes out crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You have such bad parents and then the kid comes out like a sweetheart.
Amazing, yeah.
So it's like what I just let it be. I'm gonna be myself, be good to him, and it's up to him, you know.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is up to them, but it's scary because I feel like even now more than when we were younger, it's more influenced by your peers and like the people that you hang out with. Because antes it was like, yeah, like birds of the same feather flock together, but like now it's like literally like you care more about what your friends think than your parents, which is scary.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Let me know if you guys have teenagers at home or like even like middle schoolers.
But like I
right
think
now.
everything's gonna be even more different when we're like, because we're parents now, but I'm like parents like 30 to 40, or like 40 to 50 when our kids are teenagers.
Yeah.
Like the other day I saw this TikTok is like, who's gonna be our priests? Like when we're that age.
Shit.
Like you don't see kids nowadays going to be like, I want to be a priest, or going to ministry school or whatever that's called. It's like, are we not gonna have priests when we grow up? Like,
Damn.
and that might be very like naive of me to say. Maybe there are a lot of them like in Italy or wherever they go to become priests. But as of right now that I'm seeing, like no hay ya monjas or priests, or you know. So it's like a lot could change when we're 50 and our kid is teenager and living his life. It's like, what's gonna be the norm? Like, you know,
we're gonna be 40 with the teenager.
I think it's gonna be very different. It's not gonna be like, ay, no salgas, blah, blah, no puedes salir, va la tarea. It's gonna be very like, we've been through it, you know. It's gonna be very like, hey man, you know, do your homework, or I'm gonna roast you on the internet. I'm gonna post your, you know, when you were little, like chocolate all over your body and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of scary. Let me know what your parenting styles are down below, guys.
You're gonna have to threaten your kid with social media. Be like, I'm gonna take your phone and then I'm gonna pretend like I'm posting from your Facebook.
Oh my God, that's literally what's gonna get to.
He'll be like, okay, Dad, okay.
I'll do my homework.
Yeah.
That's scary because I also think about like not wanting to raise an iPad kid, but it's like, dude, Maui comes in clutch sometimes, and
fucking Maui, dude. I think Franco thinks Maui's his dad, literally.
Yeah, Franco's obsessed with Maui, and it's thanks to you, babe.
Yeah.
Literally thanks to you. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
I think it's a core memory though.
Yeah.
The first time I ever played Maui, I was dancing and you know, laughing with him and everything in front of him. So I think that stuck with him.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he'll remember.
Maybe it's a core memory.
Or next year he'll be like, I hate Maui.
No, I think he's gonna love Maui. He's gonna be like, "Pon my Moana," todos los días. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this podcast. I'm excited for next week's podcast. Ahora sí, we do have some guests.
Yeah.
Made the drum roll.
Sorry we went like so like happy, moving sail to like deep mental issues that I have, but I hope a lot of you can relate, because this podcast is all about having fun but also relating, because I would hate for any of you guys to feel like you're by yourself or lonely out here in this world, no matter of what position you are or what age you are, you know?
That's true. We're just kind of trying to be relatable out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I hope you have an amazing Friday. I hope it's not hot as balls wherever you are, because it's getting really hot here in Colorado, which is crazy. This is like the hottest summer, don't you think? I don't ever remember being this hot in my life, but yeah.
Anyways, guys, we love you. Go kill it. Happy Friday, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.